that's your indication that that recipe is high enough in acid on its own that it doesn't need any additional acid, and that lemon juice is there for flavor. So then at that point you go, oh, well, if my fruit's really tart, I don't have to add any acid at all. Or, you know, I really feel like limes today, so I'm going to add limes instead of lemon juice. Or, you know, a lot of people, I'm finding, I've encountered a number of people over the years doing this that have citrus allergies. And so they don't want to add any kind of citrus to their jam at all. So they can at that point add a little bit, like a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or something like that. Whereas if a recipe calls for bottled lemon juice, that's your indication that that lemon juice is there for safety. Because we were talking about how, you know, you have to have a certain concentration of acid in the jar in order to ensure that it's safe enough for canning in a boiling water bath canner so the botulism spores can't develop. Well, often there are a few fruits out there that we add a little bit of either bottled lemon juice or citric acid to ensure that we reach that concentration of acid. And those fruits are white peaches and white nectarines, figs, Asian pears, tropical fruits like mango, papaya, and guava, and tomatoes. We think of tomatoes as being a really high acid food, but tomatoes are actually far less acidic now, the modern tomato, than they used to be. And so what happened is that we as Americans have a sweet tooth, and tomato breeders have responded to that by developing tomato strains that are less acidic than they used to be. Now, if you can heirloom tomatoes, you don't always have that problem, but you just don't know what the acid content of the heirloom tomatoes is, so it's still a good idea to add a little lemon juice. But so recipes that are having you add lemon juice for safety will always call for bottled lemon juice. Not because the fresh lemon juice is somehow bad, or it's simply that bottled lemon juice has a consistent acidity. You may get the same amount of acid or even more from a lemon, a fresh lemon, but you don't know. There's such variety. So they always tell you to acidify your products with bottled lemon juice, or if you don't have bottled lemon juice, you can also use citric acid, though I realize citric acid is not exactly a pantry staple. But what's nice about that is that it is shelf stable, so if you keep some around, you can, even if you don't have some bottled lemon juice readily available, it's a quarter teaspoon of citric acid for every quart of product you're canning, will tweak the acid levels.